Hello everyone. We're back again to another laboratory exercise in which we have here laboratory 3 behavioral design patterns. So there are a lot of behavioral design patterns, and then we just have to for the task here we just have to combine three design patterns under behavioral design pattern. So I have chosen uh, strategy, command, and then the other one is the chain of responsibility. So explain how this design patterns implemented integrated in a system. Create UML diagram and explain its process. Okay, so let's proceed here. Here is my system, which is called smart home system dynamic system. So smart home system. Okay, so let's first follow the task here and proceed to number 2. So explain how these design patterns implement or implemented integrated in a system. So okay, first I'll explain to you the code before breaking down the exact purpose of each design pattern in this system. So uh, I'll be using English words mainly for the explanation later, but for now we'll talk over with our code here. So I've imported scanner here because uh, will be this system requires user input. Okay, so for the strategy pattern here we have operation strategy, in which the user will choose which strategy or which execution does he or she want. So I have provided two here, in which we have the energy saving strategy and the performance strategy. So basically the user will choose if he wants he or she wants to um, optimize the energy, or uh, to um, to optimize the quality, so or the performance. So he has to choose either uh, battery life or energy life or the performance quality. Okay, so basically this system. Okay, I'll wrap it up later. So second one, command pattern. We have our command pattern, in which our interface or uh, abstract class, the the command interface here. We have two two methods: execute and then oh sorry okay, execute and then the get device. Okay, so we have here for the command pattern, we have the turn on light command, and then set temperature command. So it has two two main commands as well, so just like the strategy. Okay, so uh, okay, each of these classes should what do you call that? Okay, I'm getting haven't been practicing English. Okay, so anyways, so we have to what do you call that, override these methods: execute and get device. So here for each class they have to what do you call that, override each each method here. So here we have execute and then the get device. So for the turn on light command, it can execute and it can also get the name of the device. Okay, so same as the set temperature command. Okay, and then we have the chain of responsibility here, in which this is the handler, where the next happens. So this is a little bit similar to iterator, but they have their own differences. Okay, so okay, the job of this handler, or the chain of responsibility design pattern for this system, is to when the user takes an action, or makes a command, or inputs some action, then this handler will set the current instance, or the current, what do you call that, so the current responsibility onto the next responsibility. Okay, so this basically after the user clicks or makes an action, enters an action, then the chain of responsibility moves on of, or forces the user to move on to the next stage of, or process, to the next process of the next process of to the next process of okay, sorry, to the next process of the system. Okay, so please bear with my great English. Okay, so where are we? Okay, so we have three kinds of handlers here: the validation handler, the authorization handler, and then the execution handler. So hence the name validation. So it has to be validated. So example here, if the device name is null, then it's not validated, so it will prompt an error here, invalid device name. And then if for the authorization, user should be authorized to control. Okay, so just I just put the prompt here for the user to know. So this will be for the output later. And then the execution handler, just a prompt also. Okay, so but still we're using the command, what do you call that, the command parameter here with the command class. Okay, so then we have the invoker here, the smart home controller, in which it has the chain, and then the handlers here. We have what do you call that, we have created new objects, excuse me, for the handler handler abstract class. Okay, so we have the handler validation equals new validation handler, new authorization handler, and the new execution handler. So these three handlers are what's composed of this system. Okay, and then here we have the execute command method. So let's proceed to the main client, or the main method, or the client side. Excuse me. So we import a scanner, create a new scanner object, and then the controller object. So we have declared boolean running for the while loop. boolean running equals true. So while running is true, then it will iterate, or what do you call that, it will be recursive. Okay, so our system will be recursive unless the user exits. So yeah, we have here the prompts, and then the choice for the user's choice. Then here an if statement, if choice is equal to 3 or exit, then the while loop will break, and then the program will stop. Okay, so otherwise, if we press turn on light or the set temperature 1 or 2, he would have to enter a device name and then select operation mode for the strategy. So after selecting a device, and then we have the operation strategy, and then the command in which we have set to null, and then we have the switch case here. So these are switch cases in which if we choose if our choice is either 1 or 2, then will be redirected here to turn on light command for the device, and then turn on light command method. Yes, and then I think turn on light command, method of the turn on light command class, which we have the device and the strategy here as our parameters. And then if the user enters 2, then we have the desired he will be asked to enter a desired temperature. Okay, so enough for the chit chats. We'll run this program. Okay, so let's try turning on light. The device name, let's say bathroom lights. Then let's say we want performance, since we would only use the bathroom for 5 minutes. Okay, performance. So here we have our the prompts for our actions. So command validated for the validation, and then the authorization for the to control bathroom lights or the device, then executing command, and then this is the execution, and then I've chosen performance, in which running bathroom lights at full performance. So let's exit. So that's basically my smart home system controller Java system using 3 behavioral design patterns: strategy, command, and then the chain of responsibility. So we'll proceed with the UML. Okay, so this is the UML diagram. Okay, for this UML diagram, we have here the smart home controller, in which it has a chain, attribute, and then execute command for the method. Okay, so we have it the handler and the command implements the smart home controller. Also, the handler has validation handler, authorization handler, execution handler, implementing this handler interface. Also, for the command, we also have two commands in which we discussed earlier, the turn on light command and the set temperature command. And also for the command, it implements the operation strategy. Okay, so for the strategy pattern, and then for the operation strategy, we have two implementations for the operation strategy, in which we have the energy saving strategy and the performance strategy. Okay, so that's basically my system. And to I forgot that how this design pattern. So in summary, this smart home system, the smart home controller system with the strategy command and chain of responsibility behavioral design patterns, they all incorporate in order to produce a controller program. So for the strategy pattern, this allows flexible behavior selection at runtime. So as you can see, as you have witnessed earlier, that on our terminal during runtime, the user is able to choose between strategies. And then for the command pattern, this encapsulates requests as objects, so allowing actions to be queued, logged, or undone. Okay, so for the chain of responsibility, it is the process. It is the process of processing commands through a chain of responsibility, or the chain of handlers. So chain of these three handlers here. So that's basically the smart home system that I've chosen for this specific laboratory. And that would be all. Thank you very much for watching, and have a great day ahead.